Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome to the next big idea. An incredible journey of innovation, passion, and game-changing ideas. Let's see what this team brings to the table.
So very good evening. My name is Renisha Nikhade and I am from MTech first year from Aerospace Department from Defence Institute of Advanced Technology, and my theme is safety and sustainability and the team name is Aero. So going to the next slide. So here I will like to give you the overview of my project. So this is my introduction which I have given. So I would like to ask the dignitaries over here that if you will go with the nature or with the technology. Means if you are going with the nature, you have to make sure that technology should not be like that it will affect the nature. Or you will go with the technology and you will compromise with the nature somewhat, like it's fine. You will go with the technology because it is helping to enhancing the India growth. So what is your idea on that? I want to know from you.
Naturally, nature should be kept in focus in any kind of development. Yeah.
So you will compromise in the technology?
Not a compromise, but it has to be a balance.
Okay, yeah, so that's what my thing is, that I will go with nature as well as the technology hand in hand. So this is what I am going to give the thought on, that is the fire extinguisher drone. So my college is Defence Institute and I live near Khadakwasla. So there is, from a balcony I can able to view the Singarh fort, and once a day when I was enjoying my evening snacks and teas, I saw that it was getting a fire over there. It was a forest fire. And the forest ministry and department over there tried to make it capable in their own way, but it was not able to make it sure, and the flame was so huge that it had destructed most of the trees over there, since wood are very common and they can spread the fire as much as they can. Second day, same thing had happened. The same evening, the same fire has been taken. That was the major issue I have gone through. And at the same time, the Pune in city, there was a fire broke also, which also destructed so many things. So that was the problem statement. Going to the next slide. So why this problem occurs? So this is the first why this occurs. This is the graph over here, which states like from 2015, over 11,000 cases has been taken place for the fire in India, and there are around 10,000 deaths because of this reason, because of the inaccurate maintenance, or due to the people are not able to reach properly the fire people or the fire department. So this is the introduction. Because of the global warming, sudden changes in the temperature. Since the Punekar, I can say that in the morning it's very hot, in evening it's very cold. So due to that, there is a sudden changes and it causes the forest fire. And these are the key elements. That what are the key elements should be there in the product? It should be quick response because it's a fire. It should have the thermal assessment, constant patrolling over the forest, and it should have the safety of the human because that is the main concern. So this is my CAD model over here. So we have seen lots of fire extinguisher drone in the market. It is in service also. But the most important thing is over here that what the structure I have made over here, it is have the bass sound frequency of the 30 to 60 hertz. Now that will make sure that the oxygen molecule in that particular flame will be reduced and will help to not to spread the fire over there. So that is the main advantage over there. So that the fire will not be spread that much, and even the walls have been mentioned over there that will act as extinguisher and will deploy it as much as it can. And the incident which happened that second day also the fire has been taken place, it will not happen in this case. So that is the surety, and as the graph was seen over there. So most of the extinguisher which I have come across, it is of inert gases, ammonia salt. But what I have enhanced is that I have used of the potassium salt over there, and with the plus aerosol, which is used in the aerospace industry in a very huge manner to reduce such kind of the exposure, because in the aircraft, bird strike is there, anything happens, we use the aerosol as the incident. So this is what I have thought, and this is, I am now going to the green safety potassium salt and aerosol as I have mentioned over here, and the ball is made up of the polythene. Now that is very lightweight and it is just 1 kg payload. So it's very normal, you can use for the videography, the same payload is there. Going to the next slide. So the innovation which I have talked about, and this is what the benefits. It's lightweight, quick response, easy to load, and the safety. Going to the next. The market and the opportunity. So the way I mentioned, this is the pictorial representation of the fire. Now this is the fire, mostly I have come across it's a residential fire and then it's a forest fire. So my main focus is to the forest department. My my service SEM is the market industry, the forestry department. So these are the competitors, the Fexu, Firefly, Rayhead, Foxhead. So all this and why I am different from them is just that because of the low sound. Now, if you have seen my product, there is a propeller in between. So instead of propeller, they are using propellers. I am using the toroidal propellers. Now that is some innovation in the aviation industry that will reduce the low sound of the drone. Now whenever you start a drone, there will be an enormous amount of sound if it is helping us in the technology, but it is increasing the sound pollution. So this is reducing the sound, easy to operate, and it's autonomous. Most of the drone industry are making the fire extinguisher drone which are controllable, but my drone is autonomous, so that will be helpful. And the balls, I have the 5 years lifespan of the balls. It is not like you just go throw and then you just forget on that. It's a 5 years sustainability, and it's time saving, cost saving. Going to the next slide. So yeah, business model. So to be very frank, I have not come across such a model in the market yet. So I don't have the pretty much idea on that, but how can we make money, that I can pitch over here. Like I have firmly said that the technology and the nature I have kept in the mind. What the view I am seeing from my balcony, I have to see like couple of years and even my next generation can see that. So this is why this model is being made. And when I have gone through the survey, the single is around 2.7 kilometer. And my one ball can able to spread over 7 to 10 kilometers in a one go. So there are 3 balls in that. So at the same time, only the 120 drones will be required, and since it have the 5 years plan lifespan, so there is a reduce in the cost. So most of the forestry department or the minister will go with this kind of products, and they will able to take in the market. And if we miniaturize the size as well as the modularity of the drone, definitely I can see each and every house will have this kind of facilities, because now we are going for the technology where there are the possibility that there will be short circuit in the house. So I think this will be more helpful. Thank you. And I have come across your biopics also, your biodata, and I got to know that you are from the electrical background. So now I am thinking that I will go with the solar cells on that. Well, I don't have pretty much knowledge on that, how will I apply it, but there are silicon and non-silicon kind of things in the solar cells, and I'm trying to implement it on that. So it will be very free of cost, there will be no charge. The price will be reduced. Now where the price is between 1 lakh, it will reduce literally 50,000. 50,000 will be profit over there. So that is the main, I have to take the note on that, how I can improve on that. And as I have come across your thing also, that you are working on the robotic and everything. So I want to apply that also in that. So it will be very nice if you can guide me further that how can I enhance this product. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, very first question. Is it the drone that you're designing, or is it the fire extinguisher ball that you're designing, or is it both that you're making in-house?
Both.
Okay. And you've moved any ahead from the designing part, or we're still on design?
No, sir. This is not a final design. This is the first design, but I have to just have told that I have to enhance this, because this might be a near future. So might be anyone is thinking, but not in the paper or not on the like Google right now. So might be, so I want to one step ahead. That's only the entrepreneurship is. So yeah, I have to make the modification in that.
Okay. So we're still yet to go on the POC stage.
Yeah, no, this is the final product if I'm going with the propellers. But if I'm going with the solar cells, then definitely I need a guidance, proper guidance.
No, even in terms of just getting a flying thing to test your fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
Have you done that, or that is yet to be done?
No, that is yet to be.
Yet to be done. Okay. Because before the drone, you'll have to establish whether the ball works.
Correct.
Right? You do have drones in the market. We can keep aside the sound part for now. We can keep aside the payload part for now. Because your priority is to get the fire out.
Yes.
Your priority at that moment won't be to reduce sound, won't be to reduce the amount of area or the battery capacity or solar or non-solar at that moment. So I'll suggest to first concentrate on the fire part. Get your ball tested, see if it is compliant with all the necessary compliances that you'd have for you to work with the ministry. Because in your case, it would be the ministry who's the first client and not the house, right? I would not probably buy it for my house because it could have n number of repercussions with it. But the ministry might consider if it is well tried, tested. So you do have that opportunity. First try and test that. get that up and running, and then coming back, focus on your drone and see how you can make it more cost efficient.
Great. So just to add to what she said, what I understood is that you're working both on the extinguisher formulation as well as on a drone. So do you have a team member or other, is somebody there in your team who is good with, chemical stuff which is required for your
Yeah,
extinguisher
from my
tank?
college I have the mentors which are good in it. So I am taking guidance time by time when I am required.
Again, just to add to what she said, basically you have to focus on first bringing in MVP, which is going to solve the problem, which is the biggest problem. You have several additional problems. Maybe sound could be a problem, cost could be a problem, operation cost could be a problem. But your primary focus is on doing the extinguishing part. So maybe as you go ahead, your focus should be primarily on getting that nailed down, and other things will follow.
Thank you so much.
About the sound and the propeller design, how far you have come?
So I have made the propeller design of 20 into 12 inches, which is just 130 gram, and it's going to fit very nicely in this particular structure which I have made.
Will it be a helicopter type of model?
No, sir. Helicopter is somewhat in which the propeller will be upper side, and the diameter is so large that it will cover large area. But my drone is just in this particular compact size. It's very compact and modular, and where the world is heading towards right now, the compactness and the lightweight, etc. So I'm more focusing on the compactness and the modularity.
What about the balance?
Yeah, it's a CG balance. It's yeah.
Go on the YouTube and check zipline,
Zipline,
Rwanda, in the country Rwanda.
Yes, sir.
Go and check
Okay.
zipline. A very, very good study they have done, and they are delivering medicines and medical supplies with the
Yes,
help of the
Drones,
drone.
yeah.
And they have very peculiar design of the
Correct.
drone propeller.
Yeah.
It
Zipline is there,
yes,
jet
yes,
is there.
it is somewhat what you said, the nature and the technology both combined. So their propeller design is somewhat based on the nature itself. So
Okay.
that hummingbird you have seen, right?
Yes, sir.
It can stay still, but it cannot create a noise. But on the other side, if our latest technology drone has to be still, then you can hear around
Yes, yes.
200-meter noise, right? So, but their drone propeller design of the drone is very peculiar.
Yes,
so you can consult that also.
Yes,
That is my suggestion to you.
Yeah, definitely,
Yes,
it's very
zipline.
helpful. I have come across that also. Even
Okay.
Lilium Jet is also there, K-Hawk is also
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so we are making air ambulance drone as well at the same time. So we have gone all these drone
Yes.
companies over there. So yeah, we are aware of that.
Because you mentioned now that you have, with your last statement, there's another third thing that you've added about air ambulance as well, right? These are, although the base platform is the drone, so either you focus making the drone first, and then you go to your fire extinguisher, then you go to your ambulance, or you get your fire extinguisher first, then go to the drone, then see if there's an air ambulance use
Actually, air
case.
ambulance is a very different topic which we are going for.
All I'm trying to say is just stay focused on what you're trying to do, build one, and then move to the next one. Yeah.
Prioritize something where you can add a maximum amount of value with your given resources.
Yeah.
So if you have people in your team who are best at making extinguisher chemicals, maybe focus on that. Or if you have people in your team who are best at electronics and making drones, then focus on that.
Yeah,
That's how you
correct.
should be proceeding.
Absolutely. And thank you.
And now it's time for judges' opinion about the pitch. So, it was a good one.